I was with Timothy Leary the first time he went on a Mosaic web browser. And he said, oh my God, Doug, this is more powerful than acid. Right? More powerful because you don't have to take a pill to get it. Right? That's how profound the experience was. It made things weird. It denaturalized power is another way to say it. It opened up the notion that we are living in a read-write universe rather than a read-only universe. Once you can program anything, you look at the world and say, what else can I program? And you realize that everything is programmed. These are all social constructions. Everything becomes weird, right? If you're stoned and you take out a dollar bill, you look at the dollar bill the way you did when you were 5 years old. What is this piece of paper? Why does this piece of paper have value to those people and this piece of paper doesn't? Why am I not allowed to make my own piece of paper to be worth $1? What is this thing? It's that strangeness, right? And computing and digital, especially when we came here to celebrate it, it was about human beings collectively opening up their imaginations to make different things possible, right? It was about increasing or enhancing the human possibilities. And it was so sexy, it was so weird. There was no money in it. Those of us who got involved in this, if you remember back in the day, if you got involved in computing, your parents were worried about you. Right? It meant, oh, Johnny's going to go play fantasy role-playing games for a career, right? It was like you had decided to do Dungeons and Dragons because no one was being paid for this shit. Right? It was kids getting paid at best in pizza to make shareware, shareware software in the garage. They were penniless. It was kind of part of the slacker mentality. Like some slackers would go like read Camus or something and sit in a cafe. These slackers would learn programming and make stuff that allowed other people to communicate. It was a weird thing. It was so unprofitable that if you remember in the late ARPANET, early internet days, AT&T was offered the internet for like $1.89. And they turned it down. They didn't want it. Because this is just people being weird together. Right? But then we went from weird to wired. I remember Wired magazine came around and it was like November 1993. And they reframed the internet as a money-making opportunity. As it was kind of investment and dayglow somehow come together as this wired culture. The Wired did to the internet kind of what Pepsi did to the hippie movement, right? I want to teach the world to sing, but it was co-opted, right? And this renaissance that we were experiencing became contextualized as a revolution, particularly a revolution in business.